Guys, my name is Midgoat. We're doing a commentary slash guide on Elden Ring hitless leveled. This is like my game 6, game 7 for God Run 3, so we are very confident on the route. A couple things I do differently with my balls, my ball route. We don't get Margit Shackle because I just don't like to. We don't do DTS cheese because we don't like to. And we get Golden Vow spell and Howl Shabiri. So our late game damage is really good. And I'm just gonna do the bosses first so you can kind of see how each boss fight works. And if that's your go-to, I'll probably link like a ball guide that goes like a more normal route like Spectre. That's very optimal. Because we do things a little slower because we do save time from not getting Margit Shackle, but we take more time getting the spells that we get. So first up is Margit. You only have to roll 2 attacks, which is a little bit different than just shackling him. You could always get Shackle in this run, but we Golden Bow, Physic, Flame Grant Me Strength, and we switch talismans. We do get this 2-finger heirloom. Red Feather, use Determination. Margit is completely idled. When he starts, you get a free charge R2. You do enough damage, he goes straight into phase 2. So he's going to go phase 2, we roll into him. We have time to do another charge R2. So we roll 1 attack, 2 attacks, another charge R2, and he's stacked. Completely scripted, but you have to roll twice. Other routes, you do Margit Shackle, and you don't have to roll anything. My route, you don't get Margit Shackle, but you're still able to script them. You just have to roll 2 attacks, but they're scripted. Same timing on those rolls. Next up is Godrick. This isn't like... I'm not going to go over every move of the boss if you don't have to fight it. You're entitled to learn every boss you want to. So next up is Godrick. Godrick's a really easy fight. There's many ways to deal with him. You can outspace and just wait for the 1 attack you like to dodge. I'm not going to go too in depth, but same buff sequence. We do Vow, Frag Blade, Flame Grant Me Strength. We can use Flame Grant Me Strength early because we have 2-finger heirloom. You'll see on the route when we get it. He has 2 openers, Drag Sword or Leap. This is Leap. I don't like the charge R2 this attack. You run away. It's a 5 swing. Roll the last one. Charge R2. You jump this. Jump the next hit. Charge R2. And he's kind of a punching bag. Even if you don't do enough damage, you could have half HP. He's a free target in phase 2. You don't have to spend that much time on Godrick. You have so much time to attack him. Locked off is best. I'll just do another fight just to show you a common stall attack that you should learn to punish. We'll do that quickly. I won't do a full kill. Hopefully it does the other opening too. Other opening, the drag one, you could also duck under if a charge R2. We can show that off maybe. He's not going to do it because he hates me. So this is a very classic stall move. After he brings his... okay. We're going to wait for his arm to swing. We run back in. He does that. Medium distance. And then you could just whale 2 charge R2s for free. Let's see if we can get the wind attack. So again, I'll just show this again. Basically outspace and then go back in so we get the free. That's never going to hit you. You close the gap. When he rolls, he does the same thing. A lot of people don't punish this, and they should. Even like when I'm near his sword, it doesn't hit me. This also, you can kind of go around him too. You could fully strafe that, up to you. I want to see the wind attack. Wind attack, stand like this distance away and he won't do the projectiles as often, and you just run towards him. I think that's enough to show you. You'll never have to do more damage in phase 2. Phase 2, you'll probably stagger immediately. Very easy fight. Next up, Radahn quickly. Radahn has an interesting arena. As soon as you go in, he's shooting you with arrows. So what I like to do, as soon as I get into the arena, I'm queuing up going on Torrent. And we are sprinting away. He's no longer on the map. I do one buff here, a Golden Bow, because Golden Bow lasts so long. And then on your horse, just walk forward. Don't run. If you sprint, you have a chance of him shooting arrows at you again, and you have to run back again. If you're not fast enough to break the distance, you have to sometimes iframe his attacks. So Radahn, we usually like to wait for his good combo. He has 2 gap closers. This is the good gap closer. You get a charge R2. I like to just do some tap R2s. I like to roll this last hit. Sometimes you miss. It's all good. You can get a charge R2 after. Charge R2, tap R2. Sometimes you're going to miss. It's okay. You roll forward on that attack. You're likely to get a stagger. If not, sometimes you won't kill him right away. I'll show you what to do in phase 2. So this is him going into the air. Look the direction that you want him to be at, and we just run the opposite direction. And you are going to completely be away from the hitbox, get a free hit here, and then you duck under, get more damage. He will do attack that's forward only. Very easy. Let me show you a non-kill of, let's say he's being really lame. Also, thank you for following, Kiwano. Appreciate it. We're doing a little guide here. So let's say he's being really mean and he's not giving you the attack that you want. I'll show you if you sprint sometimes, he'll shoot you. He didn't do it this time, it's okay. Thanks for checking in as well. Alright, sometimes he won't give you the attack you want. And what people usually do, they just walk back with him until he does the attack. So he did it now, so let me just cut distance again. Probably unlikely not do it. So most of the time he'll do this attack. This attack you could also cut the distance and get a charge R2 off of, but people usually do this. Well, they'll run away. You do have to probably roll attacks. Sometimes I like to be on Torrent for this because you get enough distance and then you're back in the money position. Hi Albus! Taking notes? Hell yeah, I'm gonna be uploading this, so we're doing little bosses first, so you can see if you... I think this is a good demonstration if you want to do someone's route. See how each boss fight is, and you're like, okay, I like how all the boss fights are. Albus is awesome, guys, if you guys don't follow. Stoner, Soul, give them all follows. They're wonderful. Alright, so we don't DTS cheese, so we do fight him, but it's completely scripted. Thing about DTS, we get into this little section. You'll see when we do a live run. We do all of our buffs. We're going to do Assassin's Gambit last, and we're going to go behind DTS. Oh, I should have done actually Cragblade last. Sorry. Cragblade last. Talisman swap as we do on this route. And we can go behind. So, after you charge R2 him the first time, he will likely hop away. Wait for him. Walk. Another charge R2. Take your time. Stagger. Charge R2 after the stagger. and then the other one he's dead. Even if your timing's bad, he will, at the start of the phase 2 damaging threshold, he will buff his weapon. So you have a lot of time to attack. Very easy fight. Don't have to explain more for that. Really hard to fuck that up. Alright, Goldfrey. And you'll see during the live run when we're going through things. Goldfrey is a fight that you actually have to fight. There's no little scripties. So I have a little RNG manipulation here. If you stand at the top of the stairs and wait for him to make a step first, he will likely do the overhead and you get him in this little strafe loop that we like. So you'll see. We're going to be right here. Wait for a step. Sometimes it doesn't do it. Oh well. You get into this loop of stomp, jump in, roll this attack, charge R2 punish, and we wait for this double swipe. This is the attack we love to see. Free. Sometimes he will not be in... Let me get out of position. You'll see you'll have to deal with more problematic attacks if you're out of position. Let me see something bad. This is like decently bad. He has one attack that has alternate timing that you might see. He drags the floor, his weapon on the floor, and you have to wait for the sound cue for that. It's pretty rare, but if you get out of position, it does happen. This double swipe has a third swipe if you are in front of him. This is one of the fights that you have to make a save state, and you just have to learn. If you roll this early, you could get staggered. It won't do damage, but it is a hit. He's not doing the attack that I want to. I think if I jump this way, he'll do it. Yes. You see how he... you have to wait for that timing on that weapon. But you get him in a loop, he'll stay in the loop. As long as you keep jumping towards him and strafing his attacks. Not a bad fight at all. Alright, Morgott. Again, we don't have Margit Shackle. So, but it's still scripted. We just have to wait for one of his gap closers after he throws his spear at you. You'll see what I'm talking about. Again, I love this route because we don't have to change hands. We can keep balls in the right hand. So, Morgott, the way you want to script this fight, you unfortunately have to run away from him and get in this medium distance, and he'll start throwing shit at you. Sometimes he does this, you just roll away. You can stay locked on, whichever you prefer. So sometimes this is good. So he can either do this combo or leap forward. That combo you just run away from, but again, we're staying at this safe distance and we're waiting for him to throw another spear. And he does this really dramatic leap forward. You get 2 charge R2s for free. The next charge R2 staggers. You lock on. Charge R2 on wake up. Sometimes you have to do another attack, but worst case, he'll blow up there and you just have to outdistance. I'll go into that fight again. We'll put him in threshold and not kill. Always take the riposte too, because if you do another attack, you'll go straight into phase 2. So if you want to script him, you have to unfortunately bait out that attack. I know not the most exciting, but if you're doing this for the first time, this Elden Ring run, learning a very complex boss like Morgott probably is not exciting. Yeah, this is the OG way of scripting this boss. It's a fun fight though, I will say. This move you can kind of... Okay, run for it. That move, sometimes you can get a charge R2 in before and then roll after. It's like a little scripted roll. I don't personally like to do it, but I tried it anyway. But I just want to show you phase 2. Just go in again. How I would like approach going back in if like I didn't do enough damage in phase 1. Don't force it, you know. The attack after phase transition is pretty free. When you're fighting him legit, kind of just wait for a helicopter move or this strafe. Oh, for it. Very good. I don't do enough damage, but not quite. Alright, so sometimes, okay. I want to put him in phase transition. Okay. So if you don't do enough damage, just outspace. Then wait to go back in. And you usually, one charge R2 will be enough to do damage. Alright. Fire Giant. Again, you wait for Spear, it'll be completely free. You don't have to worry about learning Morgott. It can be pretty challenging. I like to do Flame Grant Me Strength for Fire Giant because I like to recast it for phase 2. So I usually Golden Vow and Cragblade here. And I get to this spot, again, another little RNG manipulation thing. Go to this spot, by this tree. I usually flame here. Get back on Torrent. He can either shovel or overhead. He does overhead. This is the attack that we'd like to see. You stand by this little knee distance. This is where his leg's going to be. Great. I like to stagger him. And then throw sleep pots. So that we only need 3 hits in phase 2 to stagger him again. So start phase 2. His hands are going to be by this trio of bushes. Be careful on these flame spawns. They can get kind of close. Like that. Wait for them to dissipate. Tap R2, charge R2. Tap R2 to charge R2 because our second string hits more in the center there in his eye. You hit the eye, it does insane amount of damage. Very thorough script. Yeah, Fire Giant's super comfy. And you have time to riposte after if for some reason your damage is a lot lower. Alright. Godskin Duo. This is a heavily scripted boss. So in this fight arena, they spawn once we reach that second set of these this rectangle tombstone. So we gambit, and while crouched, we do a little U-turn. I like to aim almost at the highest. We throw a sleep pot, wait for it to drop, and throw another one. Don't be too eager, don't throw it too soon. They'll both go to sleep. Your buffs last so long that you don't have to rebuff after killing one of them. They stagger on 3 hits, so I like to do 2 hits, recover my stamina, and then stagger. So you'll see that. Some people like to R1 in between, but I think our damage is too high. Take the riposte. Charger 2, Charger 2. Should be golden. Same thing. Charger 2, Charger 2. And then we're gonna dump the tank. Pretty easy. Worst case scenario, you don't do enough damage. Outspace. and then you can wait for the summon animation to kill, or try to throw a sleep pot at the correct move. Space them when you howl. Yeah, howl actually has a little aerial effect damage. Good to point out, Ram. Thank you. It is not hard to pull off, I would say. Okay, Maliketh is a boss that you have to fight. I'll do a little showcase of phase 1 moveset, and then we'll just fight him legit. So this is a fight. You have to learn phase 1. It's just how it works. I'll show you very cool, easy dodges. He has 2 main combos. These moves, like to jump over. Any throwable move, roll forward. This is a move that has a going up and going down animation, both do damage. This is a little more delayed dash. This one, we just casually walk behind him, charge R2 punish. He usually does a swipe around. So a lot of... I wish I could pause. So he has 2 basic combos. One where he does the poke sword forward, and that has 2 extra hits. And he has like this. So this is the poke forward. It's roll right, roll left. And sometimes he could follow it up with the 4th hit before that final slam. And then he has a quicker... So I'll show you how to punish this. So this is the 5th hit. Oh damn, actually, this time that... Usually after the slam, you just distance away. I'll show you again. I neutral jump this, walk away, charge R2. Let's try to get the quick combo out. So this one, roll right, jump, jump, back away so that slam doesn't get you. That's basically his full move set. You can kind of go under this too, if you're quick enough. This, you could always... That's the combo extender. Even if he does that as the first hit, this is a neutral ground eruption move. Wait till he faces you before you approach him too, because you get some weird angles. This is a charge R2 punish. He likes to do various attacks. I like rolling horizontal also, because if you get too close to him, he cancels his own moveset. And again, I like to outspace and then go back in. I like to lock off after when I'm punishing the slam, because it's very easy to whiff it. Jumping this is always preferred because you have more iframes. And phase 2, no point to explain that, because you should always get a stagger at the start. The way I set up damage is I do 1 charge R2 and then 2 tap R2's punishes. And if he's being really stally, I use throwing daggers to keep staggered. Let's do a fight. Yeah, the jump is really sick because, again, you have more iframes on a jump and consumes less stamina, all that jazz. Sometimes he takes forever to approach you, but sometimes he just runs straight at you. I usually like to go this pace, and let's see what he does. Sometimes I like to make him come towards me. The stab forward, right, left, no follow-up, outspace, charge R2. It's the quick swipe. Do a tap R2 here. Another one. So, see, 1 charge R2, 2 tap R2, he's in phase 2. The next hit is going to stagger. For some reason, if you mess up the stagger, I could show you that too, actually. Backdash, we outspace this, run in, hit his left knee. So I messed up the stagger. So that's exactly what I do. If I mess up the stagger, I hit left knee, crouch to get the first string in the moveset, hit right knee. You lock on, you're going to miss a lot, especially if you try to hit the second string. That was actually a good demonstration for that. Hell yeah. Alright, Gideon. Because we have so much damage, Gideon, there's no memes. Sometimes in a optimal ball route, you get this double hit meme, and Gideon will give you a hard time. We need determination for Gideon, so I cast my regular spell buffs. Talisman swap. We go behind him. You have to wait for the dialogue. This one, what a sad state of affairs. Charge R2, charge R2. Even if you get the double hit, you will kill him because you don't have to recast determination. Alright, Hoarah Loux, he is Goldfrey with extra steps. Same thing as Maliketh. We try to bring up his posture just below max and then stagger in phase 2. He has a Earthshaker move that he does on a certain damage threshold, which will be probably our first attack. You can either roll it or outspace it. If you outspace it, I suggest using Burn Daggers to keep him in the same posture. We're immediately holding sprint here, and we're doing this little loop around him. And charge R2. Jump in R1, he does Earthshaker, I go around. So this is what you would do if you outspace. Sometimes you'll miss everything. That's nice. I didn't mean to do charge R2, sorry. Okay. Don't charge R2, even if you like feel like coming phase 2, you do another loop. After staggering, do a tap R2 and then go to repose. I'll show you the roll on Earthshaker as well. Try your best not to do more than one charge or two because you're really pushing it on posture. You'll get this like stagger break before the cutscene, and you'll know you fucked it up. But not all is lost, because sometimes thank you, Goopy, for the follow. So I'll show you the roll on Earthshaker. Again, we run around him, and you'll see we're doing a live run after, so jump R1 in, right around him. I jump R2 this, and like you see his hand kind of like go on the blade. That's like a cue. Roll that. You don't have to roll that. Let me show an example of not staggering phase 2, what I would do. Ando has a hitbox on phase 1.5. Good note, Ram. Alright, so we'll over punish things with charge R2s and mess up the stagger on purpose. So you can see what I do if I mess up the stagger. Phase 2 is kind of scary. I mean, we've done an R1 plus 0 no Ux run, so we know how to fight phase 2 directly. Oh, I did not mess up the stagger. Let me just not hit him. I'll do a tap R2 or something. Let's say you mess up the stagger. I wait for him to do this combo, charge R2, roll this, and you do another charge R2 here. Alright, Elden Beast. Fully scripted. You do have to jump and roll an attack though. So prepared for that. I also like to have Flame Grant Me Strength here because we like to get past it. Because you have enough time after killing Radahn to cast Flame Grant Me Strength and Crag Blade. So immediately as the fight starts, he idles for so long that we get 2 charge R2s. You run towards him, 2 charge R2s. Lock on. Get ready to jump this attack, jump R2. Anybody roll this attack. This attack is pretty lenient in timing, but could fuck it up. After killing him, make sure to one hand, Crag Blade, and grant me strength. And get ready to run up to Elden Beast. Charger 2, Charger 2. Usually crouch. Run forward to get to the side pretty comfortably. 3 Charger 2s for stagger. If you mess up the stagger here, it's worth boning out. And then 2 Charger 2s, he's dead. You can take the close if you want. Up to you. I grab Howl and Flame Grant Me Strength. Yes, Flame Grant Me Strength is kind of like the only buff we could use early game. So that's the reason we do that. Okay, gamers. Balls are out, mid's way. Samurai, lands between rune. Yeah, detailed appearance. Make sure you choose your favorite character. Thank you so. Can you imagine like game 7 losing a run to not leveling your balls? That would be nasty work. Okay, tutorial area. You fix your inventory there on that door opening. Don't have to kill Grafted Scion. This is a scripted death anyway. Happens to us all. Wait till he lands and then jump off, but you don't have to. Computer? Make Ivy get all her runs. Nice. The game's attached wonderfully. First round of business in this elevator. Use your rune. We're gonna buy some stuff from Kale. Go to North Agliel. We're gonna pick up Determination and get the gold Foulfoot later. Nice hardfall. We take this pathing to the church so we don't aggro Mr. Tree Sentinel. Everyone's favorite first boss. It'd be cool if it gave you a lot of runes, but he doesn't. So we take this grace. We're gonna port back here a couple times.
And I can also that you're not. Then why not? I am Carly.
I think Red Feather is more popular, but I think Ritual Sword is faster. Red Feather is more popular because you do more damage, which people are willing to take that time trade-off for higher damage. You have to fight a... Both bosses are super scripted, Gilka and Deathbird, but Deathbird is like mega free because you just throw pots at him. We run past that camp to get kukris. This guy doesn't chase you far. Don't worry. Don't even lose stamina because he's not a threat. Yeah. Scripts are a little tighter the less damage you have. Especially for like marathon runs and stuff like that, people want as consistent as it gets. We're gonna rest here. Nona's gonna give us a cutscene and torrent. We're gonna go to this little carriage for Flail,
Then it summoned me. Ah, I bequeath.
which we'll use to kill
It will
Morgott.
summon Torrent. Treat him with.
Nearly equipped torrent. For a decent amount of distance on this guy, a little aggro. Drop it here, whetstone, and we port back. This makes it so that we can put Ash of Wars on our weapons. We have to make a daytime, so this night cab is not here. For some cases, no. Black Sheep, if Deathbird's not at a good position, your lock-on will only hit the body or not hit at all. Like, Deathbird was facing sideways, so if I aimed at the head, it would not hit the head. If I aim at the body, it does less damage. So, do a charge bow shot. Oh my god. Why didn't that? Oh, I didn't do enough damage. I guess it wasn't close enough, but worst case, just throw another shot. Smithing one in the middle of the bridge, and then we're gonna go up here for Gold Foulfoot. Just gonna put Foulfoot in my inventory so I remember to use it. Early runes do matter a lot. I'm gonna go past Kenneth Height here. Past these tombs where we get the sleep pot recipe. Then we're gonna go to Third Church to get our physic. Then we're gonna get Rot View for later purposes.
Hello? Is anybody there? Someone who might be
Kenneth Height
interested
does
in
not need your help.
rescuing the great Kenneth Height, servant to the True Order and celebrated repudiator of
Straight shot to this church. We're gonna need to go back here, so we're gonna get the Grace. Physic. Tier. We're gonna drop these series of wind. Take us to Rockview. Nice little Trina's Lily for sleep pots there. Jump here to skip this one. This is Rockview. We're gonna port back to kill. Free nighttime switch by doing so because Ronnie shows up. Make our way through Stormville.
This way, tarnished. May I?
Nice to buy your items early from Kale so you don't have to despawn Ronnie. A little parkour section. Gonna go northwest to the seed, then make a right for some stones. There's 3 smithing stone ones here. These chairs. We proceed back northwest. This is a Stormhill Shack race. That's a Stoneward key that we don't need. Go northwest now, or northeast. Strength tier is just beyond this giant, and then War Master Shack. Try to stay right here. If you go to your left, there's dogs that spawn from the sky of all places. This is where Bernie is, War Master Shack. We're going north now. Up here is Golden Vow Knight. Takes 2 unchiefs to knock him down from his horse. Then we give him a little riposte and he's dead. If you go directly after touching Grace, you'll be on a good timing. You want to crouch here, make sure you're two-handed. You don't want to buy X and parry or do something stupid when you get up to him. Unsheath, I like the crouch cancel, unsheath. Post, he's dead. That's where you get the Ash War of Golden Vow. Use that early. We can't. We don't have the faith requirements to use higher spells later. Mushrooms there. Always try to pick up mushrooms on the route. See any on the way, just snag them.
Hello? Can you hear me? Help.
I get this race. Hi, Teggy. Important not to be too close to this pumpkin head. It can attack you. The smithing 1 here. 2 of them, actually. Go to this merchant because we do need their crackpot. Might as well get their smithing ones. Now we're gonna do Knight's Cav Cheese, go back to 3rd Church, there's a teleporter to Kaled. Just north past this window. This teleporter is right where Grok stays. We're gonna go past this very scary enemy that never aggroes. Make sure not to be too close to these imps. They will attack you. Knight's Cav Cheese, you need 2 kukris and a bow to set up your aim. And make sure to use your foul foot. Worth making a safe state here to practice your kukri aim, but do it exactly like how I do it and you'll have no problems. Go around the edge here. Go to this branch section. I jump back up. Make sure I'm on this branch. Then I jump to this branch. We're going to crouch by this tree. This is the first spot we aim for. We wait for the Knight's Cat to get to this section. Then we throw our Kukri here. And then you'll see the next Kukri we throw. Next Kukri throw will be that spot. Use our foul foot. You'll jump off. It'll take practice, but you throw it the exact timing and space, you'll never mess it up. It's very consistent. Continue to path here. Up. We're gonna go up 2 winds. On these tombstones, you got some decent sized runes. There's an Urtry avatar here that we don't want to aggro, so we're just gonna hold left and hug left. Go left, he'll die because there's nothing to go to. Yeah, I don't like EDH, to be honest. Bounty Hunter cheese is a little... It's one of those precise cheeses where you have to aggro the enemy, leash them to a certain spot. I really don't like those, kind of. Yeah, I think it's harder than DTS cheese. I don't even think DTS cheese is that difficult. It's just like, I think it's annoying to set up, and you mess it up. For example, DTS cheese, you have such a long run back to that spot. Drop down here. Go up here. There's 2 smithing 7s. Smithing 8. Stone sword key that we don't need. Back down. Yeah, of course. Honestly, welcoming questioning because it's definitely helpful. People might have the same questions as you, and they're watching the video. Obviously, DM's always open. You guys can hit me up, comments, or my Discord. Going up here, we're gonna get Beast Torch. Then port back to Fort Pharaoh to get Sorcio and Dectus. Just careful, there's a lot of dogs in this section. I'm talking big dogs. They're gonna use a similar line as me. When I notice a dog is facing me, I kind of just hug more left. There's also dogs down there, so I'll hug 2 left. They are relentless. You do not want to aggro them. Hello.
How can I help?
Beast Torch, exit dialogue, Fort Pharaoh. Make sure to equip Beast Torch. This section, you can have armor equipped if you feel you need to. You just need to hit the wall once, contrary to what other people do. Crouch when we get to this entranceway. Just follow the same line I do. I start running when I get to this pile of rubble. Up the ladder. Worst case, they do a poison mist. But if you have armor, you'll never get poisoned. This chest here has one of the Dectus halves. That little jump cheese I do for the chest, it opens the chest faster. Don't need to do that. Down here, this is a rune 12. Pretty fat rune. Jump across to this side. Down here. See, if we had a beast torch, those rats would have been gonna bite me. Put on Sorcio, I wait for Diagro, I'm spamming map. Then we go to their church. We're gonna go south from their church. We're gonna pick up Spike Tier, which increases our charge stack damage. Axe Talisman, which increases our charge stack damage. They're an amazing combo together. Here by this tree, there's a lot of these tarnished golden sunflowers. We use them to create holy pots, which we're going to need to kill Deathbird. So gather a fair bit. 5 is usually good enough if you have good aim. Pick up Spike Tier there and go southwest. Doing well, Cyber. Doing a little guide / commentary for ER Hitless. Hope you're doing well as well. Here is Mistwood Ruins. We have a lot of these lilies, sleeping bear. I know a lot of people crouch here. You don't need to. You can be on horse. You just don't want to touch his butt. If you go near his butt, he'll aggro. But don't go through that area too recklessly, because that's an enemy you don't want to aggro. He is quite fast. You could be on foot if you really prefer to, but I like to be on torrent. You also can escape quicker. This merchant doesn't have anything to buy, really. Need Smithy 1 still. I guess we could buy Smithy 1 for him.
Well, you please. I'm hungry.
Just need 2 other merchants sell Smithy 1s, but he also buys sleep arrows if for some reason you need them. Okay, up here, do a slight parkour. Careful with this enemy's position. Very rare interaction, but pick up this golden seed. The knights won't see you. Little parkour jump here. Take out your bow. Mighty shot both of these enemies. You do not need to use fire arrows. Oh. Now I know why I didn't kill the scarab. I didn't use a fire arrow. Yeah, you'll kill that determination scarab with a fire arrow. I don't know how I by accident used the regular arrow on it. Same thing, mighty shot. We're gonna use our bow to distract this bloody slash knight. Switch to our Uchi, 2-hand. Charge R2 into an unsheath. Fully safe. Look how fast that is. Gives you a chance to attack us. Don't need anything picked up. You drop the Bloody Slash on Death. Up here is the other Dectus half. Fucking longest ladder in the world. Alright, now we're gonna go back to church. This is how I like to go to Faith Tier and Kukri Merchant. Do whichever way you like. I like this way because it's direct path to Faith Tier. I think it's slightly faster than the other way past the bridge with the ballista. Maybe like 20 seconds faster. So use my way. Go an exact line I do. Always suggest to have HUD always on. You can see when you lose stamina. That's when you're aggro to an enemy. Cyber, honestly, I think you'd be surprised. You should see some of these boss fights and you'd be like, wow, I could dodge 2 attacks and one-shot a boss. Try to mirror my line here. There's enemies that we avoid by doing so. The second set of birds, we drop down. There's some lilies here. I don't sprint here, double jump. No, you start losing stamina. You see a stamina bar? Like you'll see it actually right now, because this is where we get faith here. And we aggro all these enemies. You see? You start using stamina now when you use sprint. That's why I like to have HUD always on. You'd be surprised, random section, you'd be like, oh shit, something's aggro to me. Shit ain't sweet. Up this wind thing, we're gonna go behind this enemy. Yeah, this game also does a little tricky thing where like it won't immediately show you that you're losing stamina. So it'll be a little surprise when you're like, oh, there's actually an enemy chasing me. Alright, this is where the kukri merchant is. Peninsula. You hug left here. Snake Cav won't aggro to you. Don't worry, don't be afraid. You don't need to get the kukri merchant, but I like to. And actually, it's actually you should, because you get a crackpot from him. And 5 crackpots is kind of like the minimum I want for Deathbird. Alright, now to Lironia. Lironia. I barely know her. This Stormhill Shack race is pretty useful. We go 3 different locations from here. Now we're going north from it. This is the path to Lironia. Again, picking up mushrooms where we've seen them. So first order of actions, we're going to get the Faith Talisman, we're going to use the Dectus Lift, and we're going to get Bell Bearing 2 for smithing stones. As we gather all the smithing 1 and smithing 2s, but we're going to buy smithing 3s and smithing 4s. These dogs won't be a threat. Sometimes you'll get an aggro, but they won't be biting you or anything. You have Beast Torch. I still don't try to go too close to them, just in case. I haven't been paying attention, but how's the chat box looking for the gaming screen? Has that one also been... I like how it replies to a message. That's pretty cool. Yay! Thank you, Saul. It's your work. Okay. Pick up this grace. We're gonna buy smithing 2s from this merchant, and then I like to buy lantern if you don't have to. I would love to convert you to buy lantern. Lantern's a comfort item for me. I'm feeling dark and lonely. Lantern's there. Go straight northeast into this little ruins. This is where Faith Talisman is. DLC Lantern's crazy, I wish to. This enemy either warns the call for his enemy or tries an attack. Nothing will hit you as you run past him. Get off torrent there if you're unlucky and you get glitched above it. On foot, you can break the little wooden path with a roll. Careful exiting. Could have an enemy waiting for you. I like the double jump. The dog won't immediately go for you because you have Beast Torch. I go to this teleporter. From this teleporter, we get the key to the academy and some kukris. So that we could go to Dectus Lift this way instead of Loretta's Rain of Arrows way. And since we have to go right anyway, to get the smithing tools in that little gazebo, why not? I have to jump off here and then jump again. Higher ground, no fall damage. Those dragonflies sometimes will aggro you in various locations. Just be wary. As long as you keep it moving, they won't hit you. Alright, by the Sleeping Dragons, where we get the key to the Academy. I go up this structure, behind him. He won't wake. As you get close to him, though, he will wake. Get up. Kukri's on the left, and we port back to South Ray Lucaria Gate. From here, we go back down the ramp. Instead of going right, we go straight. There's 2 more Smithing 2 pickups that we're going to get. That will conclude our Smithing 2s. There's a bit safer ways to path here. I just YOLO it. There's a lot of rooftops that block the arrows anyway. Mindful of your stamina. I wait till he's done tethering his hands together. You can't aggro him. You can't distract him until he does. He's off. He's not doing that anymore. He turns around. You're safe to go. Smithing tools. You could sleep that enemy, the crab. It's probably safer to do so, but that's also safe. You just have to know not to waste your kukris while he is in his little idle animation. We're gonna pick this up and then quick report back. You get too close to those shellfish enemies, awaken. Now from here, we're gonna go through this gate. From this gate, we're gonna go right. Lobsters. Lobsters and crabs. Examine the seal. Bellum Highway, we're gonna go to Bellum Church, then to Dectus Lift. Hug left here, there's a Knight's Cave on this pathway. If it's daytime, it's a regular night. tier pickup. There's a rune arc here. You have to be a little precise how you sprint into this little rock, or you'll get stuck. This dragonfly will give you problems. This jump here is pretty simple. Wait till I'm on that rock, and then I jump up. We're gonna take this grace because we're gonna go to that Howl Shabiri tower later when we have Assassin's Gambit and it's safer. Okay, let's stack this lift. Cutscene 1, skip. Cutscene 2, skip. This Grace North so that when we finish Raya's quest, she can invite us to Volcano Manor. It's much quicker to go from here than retake the lift. There's a Knight's Cap on the main road if you're in nighttime. I like my little roundabout way. You could just go straight through from the right. There's a golden seed, there's a grace if you like. If you take this path like me, just make sure you hug left. Knight's Cap will aggro. For safety, I'm gonna pick up these golden seeds on horseback, but not get off until we know the Knight's Cap is not chasing us anymore. He drops chase if he chases you this far up there, so. But he can reach the grace. Just be wary of that. Use that grace later to go to DTS when we get there. East, we follow this path to the Bell Bearing 2. It's a quick pickup. Generic wall. Drop down here. Ouch. Backstab this imp. Bomb, Clad Tempest. Here's the Bell Bearing 2. Make a way way back to the entrance of the cave so we can port out. He'll drop aggro when we get to the entrance. Can't port out in caves once you complete them. Back to Lagronia Shock. Make sure it's still nighttime. It's late night, so it could go to morning, so I'm just gonna tell Melania, Melina, whatever. I don't want to go to round table yet. We'll make it nighttime again. This is a good time to fix your flask, and then update your physic. We're going to put strength and faith so that our holy pots do even more damage. Got a torrent. Craft 5 pots. Equip them. We're gonna stay in this little in between the opening and these ruins. You don't want to aggro any lobsters. You don't want to aggro any of these kind of dead summoning enemies. With disgrace if you want to. We don't need it. We're gonna go past Raya and get ready for the Death Bird. We'll go to Raya after we kill Morgott. So I'm gonna use my physic. This structure here, we have to climb up. We'll be at this position where the Death Bird can't reach us. Use torrent double jumps. He can do a distance attack. It's like this overhead slam. You might have to roll back and like go backwards, but this location you're good. He's not facing you. Highly suggest aiming above his head and throwing pots like this. His head is a critical. And you do move forward throwing pots, so be mindful where you're standing. You could fall off, and if you don't know how to fight Death Bird, you'll be in a bad position. Okay, here is Bogart. So NPCs trigger aggro on a damage threshold or after 3 hits. We're gonna do 1 unsheath. And then dash reward. Suggest drinking blue just in case he rolls or something. I didn't. I forgot. Okay, gives us balls. He's adapting. English is like a third language for me. I learned it first. Now we're ready to talk to Raya. We have to go through 2 dialogues because it's the first time talking to her.
My mistress, but I was a could I ask that thug only if you've
We'll hear her request, then we'll grant her request.
Oh, thank you. Did I forget?
I'd like to stand here. As soon as we get the invitation, we could walk out of the dialogue. Now, let's just go to any grace and go to round table. We're gonna level up our balls.
Let my hand.
After Rise quest, make sure to level up your balls plus 12 and then level up. Because we're going to kill Bernie. For bell bearing, buy 12 smithing 3s, 12 smithing 4s, buy a dagger for our Assassin's Gambit. We'll buy rapier for our golden bow weapon. And our Uchi will be our bloody slash weapon. So now we have all of our stones. A little checklist. Should be 12, 12, 12, 12. Perfect.
You're in no match allowed. You're
We can sell all of our runes quickly here instead of popping them. We can also sell armor. So don't need a shield anymore. I guess maybe flowing. Nice. Plus 12. I port to War Master. I always like to make a daytime. Just in case I've ported here too many times. You don't want to see Bellbearing Hunter. I'm gonna level up. I go 28 strength and 10 faith. Let's make sure we put determination on. Much more. Determination, standard quality, strength, spike tier, and we're good to go. Do a tap R2, 370.
I won't say it.
Drink. Switch to spike. Determination. Charge R2. It's dead. Now we have his bell bearing. I go back to the table to get Assassin's Gambit and no skill. I like to put no skill on my torch so that I can use my Ash of War when I need it. Now we can put dagger as our second weapon. Oh. That doesn't matter. Just go. I have to go talk to Ryer first. And then we get Assassin's Gambit. Time loss. So Raya is right there. You can see her head poking out. I could just jump here.
I knew you. I hereby take my
She knew her stuff with champions. So she takes us to Volcano Manor, and that adjusts Bernie's shop to give him Assassin's Gambit. We're going to talk to this NPC to give us access to the room, because we're going to pick up... I like picking up this seal, because it's weighed 0, so I never have to take it out. Up to you. We pick up this grace also, because Golden Vow is out there. These enemies don't aggro with Beast Torch. Even if they do, it's chill. They'll drop aggro when you get to this second doorway. This seal is also good too, because you'll never cast Howl on yourself because you can't wield the seal. Just drop down here. Drop down here. And we get our seal, archery seal. We'll never have the faith requirement to use it. And it weighs 0. So Howl, whenever calls us madness, and yeah, it's wonderful. So no skill, Assassin's Gambit. Now we go to Dancer. Port to Saints Bridge. I like to make it back to nighttime because we're gonna go to a few areas where nighttime helps. I'm gonna put Ash of Wars on that we just acquired. So Assassin's Gambit, new skill, put Golden Bow on this, Waste Slash on this. I like to cast Gambit here, not necessary, but makes me feel good. I don't want to aggro any of these octopuses. You drop down like that, it's really safe. Gambit's not needed for this cave, but I prefer it. This cave has a scary drop that I will go over. If you hit a wall as you're coming down with a torch, gives you this nice animation that's quick to fall. Big fan of it. So I'll go past this section. There's a scripted aggro here. You can either run forward and back. I just like to kill the dog. And re-gambit. You don't need to kill any of the bats here, but again, I like to kill this one because I feel like he's watching me. So this drop, I like to run off holding block. And we continue our run. Jump again. Again, these bats are blind. You have gambit on. Even if they aggroed, you'd be fine. I gambit again. If you gambit in this arena, you get like even more extra time to hit this boss. He doesn't wake up right away. It wasn't free as is. Dancer. Now we're gonna go get Flame Grant Me Strength, which we need to go through Rot View. Then we get Radahn's Grace and Cragblade. We go south from the Grace. Let's take this up path and then progress down this way. There's an archer up there that has a Rain of Arrow spell, so I like to be extra comfortable. I put nighttime and gambit, and he won't see you. Then make sure I have a really precise line. The enemy aggroes, it's kind of a really troublesome attack to not get hit by. Cast gambit here. Stay on this edge. Some enemies here, but nothing scary. I like to go to this little rock, jump up. Gives me even bigger out of line. We cast Gambit by this little tree. Sprint here because we're gambiting. If you didn't have Gambit here, you'd be crouching. After grant me strength. Tart back up. Can't hear you because you're gambited. Now we're gonna go up. This teleporter here is gonna take us to Radahn's Grace. I like to get off Torrent here. We gambit here. This enemy you don't have to kill. He cannot climb ladders for whatever reason. It's kind of silly, I know. Recast Gambit when I'm up the ladder. Our line doesn't have to be too crazy because, again, we have Gambit. There's a Strength Talisman here. We don't need it. Wait for this enemy to pass us. Okay, we're in Kaled. Make it to Altus. This place is safe. Don't have any ballista shooting at you. There's some mushrooms in that little tent. We don't need it. Get this Grace, Gambit, and then we're gonna go up here to get Cragblade. The Physic, probably don't need it. I'm gonna charge her to the Scarab and this should die. Go up here, behind the Scarab. Alright. Go to Grand Lift, Grace. We're gonna go to get Howl now. Just follow this path down. Sheesh, it's dark. Go up these rocks like this. This is where I like to get off of this Gambit. Now we walk to this structure. Shabiri is going to be casting. I wait till this one is off twice. Sometimes I'll give you like a fast cast. Wait till it's fully done. And I hug this right path. We are safe to jump up. Collect yourself here, then do this side jump. Make sure you collect yourself again, then you're safe. Dismount. Howl is in here. Don't need to kill anything. And we're gonna go Volcano, get Golden Vow, and then we got everything. Cast Gambit here. Go on Torrent. Yeah, these jumps aren't anything crazy. I sprint jump off this. Then we jump here. There's definitely room for error there, so you're gonna be good. Funsies. You don't need to recast Gambit until you get closer to the bridge. We're gonna have an invasion that we're gonna have to de-invade by just running back. So I have to cast Gambit here. We just go straight on the bridge. I like to be on the railing here. I like to kill this dog. Not needed, of course. You see that? Cannot warp sign. That's how you know you're invaded. You run back to this fire. Then Tarnished Eater will return to their world. You can pick up Golden Val. Now, Stormvale Shack. Okay. Checklists. Need Strength Spike. Memorize Spell. Flame Grammy Strength. Master War. Determination. Gucci. We can cast Flame Grammy Strength for Faith Talisman. Right, we're on our way to Margit. You don't need Gambit going up to Margit. Some things will aggro, but nothing will hit you. Just take this pathing. Sometimes this ballista guy will chase you. You can just kill him with 1 for 3. If he does chase you. So we're gonna set up RTSR. Remember from the boss kills, we have this on to make sure RTSR. Okay. So step up here. Golden Vow. Grab me Strength. Switch Talisman to RTSR. And we're in there. One charge R2. We'll go straight into phase transition. Charge R2. Roll. Roll. Kill. Need a Gambit again.
Smoldering with thy flame. Cower in fear. The hands of the fell.
Use the bathroom quick. Alright, yeah, he does get melted. You do have to dodge things, though. Um, 13K. That's just for later when we get Godrick Great Rune. Alright, we gotta talk to
It's tight.
this asshole. We're gonna tell him, no, I'll use the
But of
main
course.
gate. Approach the gate, he'll make his little speech. We're gonna need kukris for this section. One gambit will get you all the way through. Pick up this room too if you want. Crouch here. Make sure you're on the right here. Don't go left around the trees. Up to here, you could jump now. Run. Your gambit will wear off when you're like near the brace, so you have like pretty good time. This next part's a little more tricky. You're gonna need some kukri throws for these ballistas. So a gambit here, as we're coming out. There's a Trina Lily here. Always nice. Go around these guys. We have to get up to this bush. Gambit. Now we set up our bows. Make sure you do in this order. Distract ballista. And we distract the guards there. Make sure you hear those ballista behind you. That's your cue to go. I like to kill this guy. You do you. Jump up here, go behind a tree. Usually one of these guys aggroes. You can tell when they're shooting the bow at you. When they stop shooting, they're de-aggroed. Now you're good to go, no bow in the back. If you are running through the section, just make sure to go like this. They won't get a bow in the back. Hell yeah, Hollow. Alright. Gambit here. Hug left here, break the boxes. Get some extra pots. It is possible to aggro these guys, so I would suggest not to. There's kukris up here. 97% setup, 3% fighting. Yep, that's Elden Ring. RTSR range. And we're in a golden bow. I didn't crack blade actually. Oh, that's okay. I'll be fine. I would suggest crack blade for this fight. Again, you. I like to outspace this. This is an attack of just jump. Jump. I've seen this attack before. Oh my god. Phase 2, you get a lot of free hits in. I would always suggest crouch canceling because you can miss your second string attack a lot on this boss.
And one day, we'll return together to our home, bathed in rays of
for this whole speech. Alright, we go to Lingrave Tower Bridge. This is where we go get our Godrick Great Rune, gives us +5 all stats. Helps us cheat our faith stat so we can cast Howl and Golden Vow as early as Radahn. You can go left or right here. I like going right. Left, you have to dodge this first Colossal Titan. Just stick hard right here. Over this weapon. And we're gonna go into this ditch. Try to line up that he shoots the tree. Now you can make a straight shot to the teleporter. I know it looks like he's aiming at us, but he's not. You'll see him shoot at the tower. Not tower, I guess. Statue. They don't have the highest turn radius. Yeah, it is a longer run to run, but this is a lot of people's favorite game. Hitless is a cool achievement. And after setup, it's like pretty, like, the path is pretty, kind of boss rushy after setup. You just have the one long section is Fire Giant. Take care, Cyber. Yeah, I'll upload this to YouTube, so you could use this as a future run if you so please. And I'll link like Spectre's video if you want, like if someone wants a more traditional ball route. He uses Ritual Sword. He does DTSGs. Okay, Godrick Great Rune. Beautiful. Make sure when you get Godrick Great Rune that you attach it in the rest menu. There's a little section for Great Runes. Put it on, and then you also have to use a rune arc. So this is where we change our physic to faith instead of strength. Because now we have enough faith to cast Howl. Basically every level is just strength from this point on. So now we will use a rune arc. We'll have a lovely stats. Oh. Get this grace because I need to put Cragblade on. And we gotta change our spells. Yeah, he's like really good at being fast on that route. It probably takes like a lot of, you know, runs to do so as well. Nice thing about Cragblade, it makes your affinity heavy without having to get the exact wet blade.
Champions, welcome.
Oh.
The stars
Thank you, Ari.
have aligned. The festival. But
Alrighty. There's a smithing 5 past these little chairs. Oh, smithing 6, sorry. Thank you for the hydrate. Quite parched. If we take a hit at some point, we'll just continue on. No summons. That would greatly lower the consistency. You don't want like a situation where you want a situation where you fucking the boss just randomly turns around. Yeah, you would think like summons would be like helpful and hitless, but it would be pretty detrimental. Alright, Radahn. Again, after teleporting, we are running the fuck back. We're gonna despawn him because he's spamming arrows at us. I like to cast Golden Bow here because it gets a little tight. I think the boss does get tankier, yeah. What attack are you gonna give me? Bad attack. Sure, roll in front of him with that attack. Nice. Yeah, if you're not comfortable with the fight, just wait for the good attack. No need to be risky. GG's. DTS is fully scripted, which is nice. Any more rooms to pop? Nope. Let's make sure we have this one. Again, we dump all of our runes into strength. The max of every other stat we want. We're gonna go to round table because we beat 2 great runes, as in Godrick and Radahn. We can get our third talisman slot. Talk to Two Finger Lady. She awards you.
To become the finger's
Elden Ring is the easiest, and then Sekiro for me. And we're going past Altus. We have this outer wall grace that we got earlier to get Bell Bearing 2. We're going to make our way to DTS. Yeah, we've done, like, dude, this run we've done for Elden Ring, this game can never be difficult for us. Like, that run, you can argue, is harder than the Master run, because we fight Godskin Duo and Gideon legit. No rot, no sleep. It's a fucking sick run. Like, I have timestamps for everything too. Like, do take a little skim through if you ever have the chance. Some of the boss fights are really cool. Like, the weapon relay part, as difficult as that was, because like we did not only just do weapon relay, we did weapon only rules. So I could even hit a boss with like the lightning slash Ash of War or whatever. It was made things like extra tough. Thank you, Sel. These are some mushrooms. 8 to be exact. I like the gambit here. Some people don't. Tug a little right here. You won't aggro any of the zombies. Then I go left. Then around like this tree, I recast Gambit. Coward! We hug left here. There's a lot of giant archers. Their first shot is so accurate that like we really would want to aggro them. Make sure when you're RTSRing here that you leave room for Gambit. Because we need to be a little stealthy. Getting behind GTS here. This will be good. Yeah, I have enough HP to Gambit. Righty. Just that. Right. Gambit. Frag blade. Two-hand, force. Switch out two-finger for axe talisman. We have about 30 seconds of Gambit. Do my first charge R2. Repositions. Charge R2. Recover some stamina. Charge R2. So GG. Right. Fast ETS. Goldfrey will give us a fourth talisman. Run straight here, you'll be chilling. Get this grace just in case. Mess up a jump or something. Gambit here. I'm gonna path down. These enemies have a ranged bubble attack. It explodes when it gets near you. Be very wary of that. Make sure you're de-aggroed at this point. If you're not, Gambit in here is not safe. Do this little rooftop jumping. It's not the end of the world if you fall off early, but don't. There's enemies down there. Yeah, block while picking up the rune if you're going to pick it up, yeah. So, using a bow here is... I'll recast this actually. Slow. I cookery this wall. Pick up this rune. It's a big rune. It's a huge rune even. And it. More house jumping. There's a rune here. There's this tree. I would re-gambit here. Jump on this spike. Jump again. Stay on this. And we're gonna go up here. We're gonna get this grace and then immediately port to it. This section runs on a timer. The enemy pathing is already working. If we would have went now, the enemy would have been facing me. He has a lightning slash, which is like that homing lightning slash, not that great to deal with. And there's also that bow guy. Gambit up to here. This is the enemy that would have been facing us. He's on a better timing now that we reloaded. Pick up there. Your gambit will last here, or just jump all the way up. Isn't that a rune arc? I'll recast gambit here. You can kill this enemy by baiting them out, or just run, do that kind of corner around jump. You could use your runes and level up. I'm just gonna fight Goldfrey now. You could re-gambit here. Now it looks weird, but I would stay in the left of these enemies. The enemy with the red torso are the enemies that could like see you. These enemies without it are a little bit more blind. I kill this guy. You don't need to. He hears you if you bloody slash close enough to him. Obviously, you could just not bloody slash close to him, but I feel like that's a better option. So again, bloody slash to lower our HP to our TSR. Howl, Frag Blade, Howl. You always do Howl last because it lasts 40 seconds, Frag Blade lasts 60, Golden Vow lasts like 2 minutes, so. Again, if you saw the boss thing, we'll wait on these top of these stairs, wait for his step. Okay, there's a tricky enemy here. There's 2 ways to go past him. I'm going to show you the no gambit way, the way I prefer. He's a black knife assassin, kind of scary to encounter. So I'm going to run, standing up to the corner here, and then crouch when I'm running towards the wall. Then he will... Oh! Did that wrong. Supposed to stay crouched, I believe. Okay. We're alive. We're gonna pop our runes. Alright. Dissolve our runes, below up strength. Yeah, you're supposed to stay crouched and go around him. It's okay. I basically did the Gambit trap. Gambit trap, you could just run with Gambit standing up. I like to put my equipment like this so that when I talisman swap, I just press left. But now we have 4 talismans. Right. Right. Mr. Morgott. My dodging. This one I don't want. He's gonna chilling. Again, you can wait for the ideal attack. You do you. I'ma do me. There's an 8-minute running section. The fire giant. Don't use your runes yet. We're gonna pick up a new bell bearing.
Allow me, you are unable prevented the thorns.
We're gonna be able to put our balls to plus 19.
To the flame then and guide.
So keep runes. If for some reason you use them, kill Grail or something. Important to make this daytime. There's this running section before the rolled lift that has a Knight's Cav. It's not impossible to get past him undetected, but it's a very cornered space. And I would like it if you didn't have to deal with him. So there's an Erdtree avatar that's going to spawn here. We're going to Gambit. He will not bother us. We're just going to run straight past its carriage. Yeah, don't turn off the map either. It's a 9. Pretty good. You see, Erdtree Avatar Diagoras super quick. I recast Gambit when I get to the door. That's when I lose it. When we open the door, there's a couple enemies there. Don't have the best sight. I still don't want to be caught off guard. It's better when he is running, walking past us. Cast Gambit here. He won't see me. Our Gambit will last until this lift. These enemies will see us when we get close enough. There's a bit of a longer lift. We'll pop some runes here. Get your kukris out. We got some places to throw kukris. Most importantly, let's pop our runes. So when it gets close to reaching its destination, I'll Gambit. On top of these stairs on the left, we're going to set up our kukris. There's an enemy on the right, so we want to be on the left. We kukri this spot. I hide behind this tower to wait these enemies get to the spot. We Gambit. No aggro. We kukri this pillar. This enemy chases you decently far if you do aggro him, but Not the craziest moveset. Should be fine. That scarab explodes. Don't kill it even for fun. So we'll make our sleep pots now. Some time to kill. We'll use sleep pots during the fire giant fight, during the Godskin Duo fight. We don't need this grace. We're gonna cast a gambit here. We're gonna go straight and off this cliff. Follow my line. You won't have aggro to anything. Stick right here. There are like poison traps as like most areas with like imps. I like to cast Gambit here. Either way going around this is fine. I go right. Even if you aggro something here, it's not bad. Nothing's terribly scary. Like Kaled, they don't have a long distance moveset. But my line's no aggro. Seed here for free. Alright, this twin blade enemy. You have to watch what he does. If he doesn't attack upon landing, you're safe to go to the lift. If not, you have to look back to see if he does a scream at you. Black Blade Kindred. That was an attack, so we're chilling. We'll look back just for funsies so you can see it. He's not gonna do it. But he's gonna do a scream. There's a torrent dodge, like the neutral dismount iframes will be very clutch for that moment. When you notice him about to do the scream, just stop moving and just time to dismount. You won't get hit. I get this grace. Spell bearing is near. I'm gonna go up this way. Follow my line. There's birds close by. I don't want to aggro them. These Zamor guys are not going to see you. Unless your Gambit wears off, but cast it where I cast it. You see it's still on. Alright, we have the Bell Baron. We're going to go back to Twin Maiden. These guys. We don't need 11 of these guys. How do you? Oh, it's a look at R1. We picked up one smithing 6. We're at Radahn. We do have 2 smithing 7s, so we'll get to plus 19. Those smithing 7s we got in Kaled. On the way to East Torch Merchant. Alright. Plus 19. We're looking good. Back to Zamor Ruins. Hi, Zeus. Chaos Gambit. It's like 2 hours. The more optimal you are, you can make this run hour 40 comfortable. But as you add in more like comfier strats, like it adds time. I get Golden Vow, Howl, Shabiri, Faith Physic. So my run's like 2 hours. To my line to not aggro any birds. I cast Gambit here to lose Gambit on the bridge in an exact point. You run through the section, you know what I'm talking about. There's a giant that's going to snipe you on the bridge. I like to aggro him at a certain point. R1 here, he turns around. You want him to turn around so that you don't lose stamina progress in this bridge. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, 2 hours is pretty comfy. You're like not doing anything particularly too fast. So my Gambit's gonna wear off. It's gonna aggro. And we're gonna go to this shelter point. We want him to aggro at a certain point so that when we go past him, he's still shooting us here, and then like we're free when we go past him. So that shot will never hit us. And like I said, their turn radius is really bad, so he's not gonna see it. He's not gonna hit us as we pass him, especially after the first and second shot. Like you seen like in that when we're picking up Godrick Great Rune, like after the first shot, like their accuracy is so bad. Comfy to use Gambit here. There's like some enemies you pass by, but if you just avoid them, you don't need to. They have a little Scream AoE. Very short distance, but if you're not paying attention, you could run into one. 2 ways to progress to the next area. You can go on the river, past the Frost Dragon. I take the Invisible Bridge. Again, whatever's comfy to you. If you look at this strat and you're like, oh, I don't want to do this, just go past. You essentially go straight in the river until he spawns and immediately cut right. Invisible Bridge is cool though, being honest. You don't need to cast Gambit right away. Cast it right here. There's some archers around here on the top, so you don't want to aggro them. I like to take no aggro here because if we mess up the jump, we want to be able to port out. We do have time to port out. This is an invisible bridge. I actually want to re-gambit, forgot for that reason. Invisible bridge. Some people don't know about this. Cut a little early, jump on this, jump again, past a Miranda. We're gonna go straight here. These guys are gonna drop down, but even if they aggro, it'll be pretty delayed. An extra Lily here, but again, this route you don't need to use too many. Yeah, some people will be bad at jumping. I don't blame them. Don't need to recast Gambit, nothing sees you on the right here. By this grace, I will recast Gambit, because I'm at path and a way to get an extra rune. Now, this running section's pretty boring. It like really lowers the pacing of the game because it's just 8 minutes of torrenting. But unfortunately, there's nothing better you can do. Even if something aggro's you, you'll be fine. Right, we're almost up to Fire Giant. This is the section where you see the giant ravens fight the giants. You can safety Gambit here. hand enemies. These two guys are gonna fight. I suggest going around this way. Where I'm going. Race. We're gonna sit yet. We're gonna go west. Don't need a gambit yet. We're gonna pick up the ancient dragon smithing stone over here. No gambit here. Into this little skull mouth. The ancient dragon smithing stone. Port back to the foot of the forge. Use your runes, level up. +62 strength, hell yeah. I said I like to use Flame Grant Me Strength for this fight in particular, because I like to recast it for phase 2. Since we have both, I like to use the luxury of both. Okay. Alright. Make sure you have sleep pots available. I like to go to my designated zone. Flame. Two man. Torrent. Attack if you want. Like I said in the beginning with the boss kills, or exactly how we do everything there. Yeah, you see, like my fire giant's really comfy. No phase 2 to worry about. That's the benefit of staggering first and then sleeping, because when you stagger a boss and you hit him while he's staggered, he's not gaining any stagger. So if you like stagger him, you're like doing hits. Like you notice that you need more than 3 charge R2s to stagger in phase 2. Level up.
This world and death are you to commit? Very let my
Alright, only a couple bosses left. After Godskin Duo, don't spend your runes. We're going to get a bell bearing from them to plus 25 our balls. Need to gambit right away. Here. Gambit here. Get this title card. I like to R1 this. Gets this enemy distracted. Then we beeline on this exact line that we're on. The enemy won't see you. Here. You guys know what's coming. Let's we're gonna walk straight to the smithy 8. Quarter sacks is gonna land down. Gonna go around here. You wanna be in the center in case you have to go left or right. Sometimes lightning will block your path. There's another smithing 8 on this left here. Good race. Not ultra necessary because you could buy them later, but 4 runes. I rest. I cast Gambit on this entryway. 2 ways to do this section. I've come to enjoy this. No aggro, mostly pot. That's Gambit. That's a Somber Stone. Bell Baron, we don't need that. The drop down here. Cast Gambit. You don't have Gambit here, there's archers, and it's like pretty scary. That's a Somber 7. I'm gonna pick that up. Go around, this guy would never aggro. If you go past him, you have to like go straight. It's like a jump leap. He is very close to a bubble opener. It's one of those areas that I like to gambit, rest, reset the enemy's pathing. Run past and wait here. When it gets close, I'll gambit, crouch until he goes past us. By teleporting, this enemy shield will be facing away from us. That timing is perfect. Highly suggest to set up our TSR now. Remember, leave room for Gambit. Well, I didn't get Howl back on. It's okay. Our damage should be fine. I don't think we have too much damage. So I'm gonna Gambit. One. Oh, re-gambited, but I have heals. safe because flame doesn't last as long. Cast it. Still good. Definitely remember to put Howl back on. Do it here. You could also get extra memory stone. Not a terrible idea. So since we already used 2, we only need 10. We only need 8. Now we could plus 25 the balls. Now we're going to do bird skip. Bird skip can be a little tricky. If you don't like it, the bird section's pretty free. Just a bit longer. There's some precise bits about it. Get this entry ray, gambit. I'm gonna need to hit this wall. Makes the enemy under you go that direction. Recast gambit here. I like to kill this dog. Recast the gambit for safety. I know it's like been 10 seconds. I like to not stop my running here. This enemy doesn't see me. Gambit. And again, gambit here. It's just enemies that could see you. I have some really old runs that I do the bird section that you're very curious, but I think popular runs have it as well. Pretty good. Almost done with the commentary. Only got a couple bosses left. So my setup for this, where this pillar is, I roll. R1, drop down. That's the first bit of bird skip you have to learn. Make a save state. No! You're losing your total wars. Dude, how can I help you with your wars? I like to stand here. My waist is his height. Try not to hit him. I run directly this exact way. Non-sprint jumps like this diagonally. Hold block. Run like that. It's going to take practice. It's worth learning though, I will say. Bird section kind of sucks. There's like so many moving parts. And like I find it scary. Okay. Did all of our leveling with 25 ball. We're going to get this grace. But if you want, especially if you're not comfortable with phase 2 and you mess up stagger, you should get the grace so you can pour it out in a bad situation. There's a DTS here. We're gonna gambit, crouch. See you. If he did see you, he has a really long animation like DTS where like this is a little war cry. So like you have time to run away slash port out too. TSR'd. Gonna bow, ragblade. I'm looking to fuck with it. Howl, throwing knives out. In case like it's some terrible RNG. Switch out to Source Seal.
Thou who approacheth destined death, I will not have it
Left. Charge R2. Go forward. Tap R2. Right roll, jump, jump. Back step. Wait for the slash. Charge R2 leg. Charge R2 other leg. Dead. So I messed up stagger there. Maybe I need another charge R2. But it's fine.
to kill what?
To kill what? Alright, Gideon, we need to put determination on. Thank you, Eric. Very important. Eric, my goat. A couple bosses left. Remember, Ash from War. First thing you should do here, determination. '80 strength. Living good. Thank you. It's not too fresh actually, but I appreciate it regardless. It's another rune arc. Like again, reminder for Gideon, wait till he says, what a sad state of affairs. Then you can do your first charge R2, and then go for the second charge R2. If you get a double hit, don't worry, you'll do enough damage. That's what the spells are for. I'm actually a lot closer to 2 hours than I thought, especially doing commentary. I'm surprised. Okay, we have RTSR going. Okay, I'm gonna get behind Sir Gideon.
I knew you'd come to stand before the Elden Ring, to become Elden Lord. What a sad state of affairs. I can... No.
I'll need to...
The Tarnished cannot become a lord. Not even you. A man.
You'll need to redetermination with enough damage at 80 strength and bow Howl. This time around, no assassins, no Black Knife Assassin, but I'll show you what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to run here like this, crouch, and then wait to pass through like this, crouched. Strength. After Hoarah Loux, we'll do the 2 faith or something. Okay. The problematic thing we got to dodge is Earthshaker. Again, you don't have to deal with it if you want to run away. Just reposition and throwing dagger. Oh, I have determination on. Let's go back to this. Sorry, gamers. It's hard to remember. Remember, 1 charge R2 is the limit for punishes. Everything else has to be tap R2s and jump R1s. Except for the Earthshaker stomp, you could jump R2 that. But I would suggest not dodging that first. Running away seems to be the safest strat. Immediately run. Strafe this attack. Stagger. Go to the post. Down. Alright. 2 points in faith. We have Radahn, Source Heal. That's fine. Oh yeah, memorize spell. You definitely don't need to do this, but I like having the green spell just in case. This is like makes it extra free. You only need 2 more faith points to cast Golden Vow. This is Raising Flame. Might as well. Alright. Gonna cast Golden Vow. Fire Blade. My blue. This. Immediately run in, lock on, 2 charge R2s, wait for the jump R2. Stagger. Backblade Flame again. Stagger. 2 more will kill. That's Elden. Again, any questions, feel free to hit me up. Hell yes. Thanks for checking in. Alright. Elden Ring. Do you have to access the ending? Decent time for the yapping, right? Like, we save time and lose time in certain areas, and hell yeah. I'm gonna upload this to YouTube, Konomu. If you, I have like I go through the bosses in the beginning, so you'll get to see if you like. Yeah, 201 is really nice, honestly, for the especially like yapping during it. Hell yeah. Yeah, maybe someone prefers my route, and it'll be very helpful. Thank you, gamers. We're gonna let me make sure I got my socials all right. Like, if someone wants to hit me up on Discord to watch the end of this video, my name on Discord, middugoat. All letters, no numbers, nothing. Feel free to hit me up, questions, or if you see me in other people's chats, hit me up on YouTube comments too. Gamers, that's the recording. Bye.